Right, guys, the 21st edition of the Club World Cup is here. FIFA Club World Cup is here. And as you know, Chelsea is playing this tournament, and we've been drawn with some interesting teams. And as usual, I'm here for us to have a conversation around these teams that Chelsea have been drawn with. This is the 21st edition of the tournament, and it's going to be played in the United States of America from June 15th to July 13th. Right, June 15th to July 13th in the United States of America. And Chelsea, the almighty Chelsea, is going to be playing this particular game. If you remember, Chelsea won this competition in 2021, and when we played against our very own Palmeiras, and we won the game by 2-1, and we picked the cup. It was the same year Chelsea won the Champions League. I think that's our last Champions League we won, 2021. And 2023, the most recent one, was won by Man City. So Manchester City are the defending champions of the FIFA Club World Cup. Right, guys. Let me take you through some of the draws that where Chelsea has been drawn to. Chelsea is going to be in Group D, and if you're wondering the format, it's the FIFA Club World Cup has the same format as the World Cup used to be, and as the Champions League used to be, where we have 32 teams. Previously, it was played between 7 clubs, 7 top clubs, and then, at a particular host, and then it is won. Now, the format has changed. We have 32 teams that are going to be playing, and with the same format as we all used to know, where we have Group A, Group B. Teams are divided into groups, and then the top 2 from each group then gets into the round of 16. After round of 16, then they get into, I think, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and then the finals. So that is the format it is going to be with. So Chelsea has been drawn in Group D, playing teams like Flamengo. Flamengo, if you know Flamengo, a Brazilian team, a Brazilian club. And also, we're in the same group with an African club, Espérance of Tunisia, and also Club León of Mexico. These are the teams that we are playing. And I know it is difficult to know who these teams are or what these teams are, because their leagues, some of the leagues are not really popular, and most people don't get the opportunity to watch them. But let me summarize for you some of the performances of these teams in their various clubs. If you look at Club León is 11th in their league. That is the Mexican league. They are 11th. They find themselves in the 11th place with 18 points after 17 games. Right, after 17 games. So it tells you that they are not really doing very bad. The leaders of that league is Cruz Azul. They have 42 points with 17 games. So, yes, they are not on the top, but they find themselves in a very, respectable place. Now, let's look at Espérance. Espérance of Tunisia, if you are very, familiar with African football, is a very, top club in Africa. They've been doing very well. And at the moment, they are actually in the CAF Champions League. In the CAF Champions League as well. Recently, they played against a club called Joliba. They trashed them by 4-0. And, they recently played in their professional league, the Tunisian league. They've been winning games and all of that. In the club, they are 5th in the club with 19 points. That is their count, the league that is played in their country. That's the Tunisian league. They are 5th in that league. They have 19 points with 10 in 10 games. Yes, they have 19 points in 10 games in that league, in the Tunisian league. And in CAF, as I said, they played their first game against Joliba, and they trashed them by 4-0. So Espérance is a very popular club in Africa, and they are really good. They are very good, and hopefully we'll get to see how these two clubs or how these clubs will all play around or play with Chelsea in the coming days. That is somewhere June, July. Right. In Brazil, we all know Flamengo. We've heard about Flamengo. Producing some of the most brilliant. Should I say the top? I mean, some top players across that has been plying their trades across the world as usual. So Flamengo is also doing very well in their league. They find themselves at third place in the Brazilian league, and so Flamengo is not a team that we can be playing around with. They are some points behind. I think about 4 points behind Palmeiras, where our very own Estevão William plays for. And the most interesting thing is also that Estevão William and his Palmeiras are also playing. They're in Group A. So if they do well and then we are able to, or we meet in, either the round 16 or the quarterfinals or any of the stages, it's going to be interesting to see how. I don't know whether he'll be able to play for Palmeiras because of his contract with Chelsea. I'm not sure. But if he's going to play, it's going to be an interesting game to watch. Right. So basically, those are the clubs that are going to be playing Chelsea in the Interclub World Cup that is happening in July of this year of 2025, right? That is after the EPL. By then, the EPL would have been, the 2024-2024 EPL would have come to an end. I think it's ending somewhere May. So by then it will be done, and it should be done, and then we move into the Club World Cup in June, July. Right. So guys, basically that is what it is. For me, I think it is good news. It's another opportunity for Chelsea to get more opportunity for our boys to play. I mean, more games to, as usual, show the talent, get more playing time, because we all understand how deep the squad is, and a lot of players are not getting the opportunity to play. So I think this is time, for us to, use to build the team or make the team more stronger and more solid at the base. Give the players opportunities to engage in more games. And also, it's interesting that this is where we get to see African clubs play with European clubs, and it's kind of give us a measure of the standards of African clubs. I think I don't know whether it's 2022 where Real Madrid won it, beating Al Hilal, in that particular game, and I think that it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting seeing African clubs go head to head with European clubs, and that is the only period we see that happen. I'm very solid that our African clubs are also going to showcase what they got. Mamelodi Sundown, my club, the club I support, as well as other clubs, Club African. I'm not sure if Club African is playing. No, I'm not sure. Club African. I know of Mamelodi Sundowns. I know of Al Ahly. Al Ahly, of course, is playing in the Club World Cup. Right. I'm sure. Al Ahly itself is one of the forces to reckon with when it comes to African football. But overall, it's my Chelsea I'm looking out for. Chelsea. I think this is going to be another easy, especially the group stages, because all of these clubs, no disrespect, but Chelsea is way above all of them. Chelsea is a bigger club when it comes to comparing all of these clubs. So I don't see, and also looking at the form Chelsea is in at the moment, I think it's going to be a very good group for Chelsea to dominate and then move into the round of 16, and then we see which teams we are going to meet in the round of 16 and how the games are going to be played, or how the games are going to go. But then I'm very confident that we are going to be able to move past the group stages, get into the round of 16. Depending on who we meet, then we see how things are going to go. But generally, I have a very, optimistic feeling looking at what has been happening in Premier League, Conference League. It's I think it's going to be a good group for us, and nothing but topping the group in this particular competition. And don't forget, we'll be here to give you all the reviews, previews, in that competition as well. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let us know which part of Africa you are watching us from. You know, this channel is the biggest Chelsea platform that represents Chelsea fans in Africa. Please make sure you are a part of this family. Subscribe and smash the like button. Always share the video to family or Chelsea fans who who are in your contact list, and it will help the channel to grow and also meet all our wonderful Chelsea family, Chelsea fans across the globe. And big shout outs to all of you who have subscribed and who keep watching and keep supporting the content every single time. We appreciate you. We are very glad to always see your comments, to always see, your views and all of that. Keep it coming, keep the support coming, and we will always be here. Don't forget, over the weekend, we are playing against Spurs. I'll be back here with the preview of that particular game. So make sure you subscribe, and we'll be back with more. Peace. I'm out.